Yo, Shalom, fam. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Praise to the Most High for another one. We want to give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High. Yahweh.
Bahashem. Mashiach.
Yahweh. Yeah, thank y'all for joining us for Conversation for the Nation. I'm Captain Azrahaya.
I'm Captain Micaiah.
Khan. What you got out of one?
All right. Hey, just want to welcome the people. All right, to Conversation for the Nation. So this is a podcast type, platform where we talk about current events and hot topics.
That's right.
A little something different on the Alabama channel. Okay. Hey, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Okay. Hey, you all like, the video as you come into the show. All right, and share it on your social media platforms. Okay. Hey, let's go ahead and shout out our people out there in the chat. All right, we got a Soldier Abathia, Shalom.
Shalom, King.
Soldier Asha'Allah. Hey, Shalom there, King.
Shalom, King.
All right. Soldier Yakoriya, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, our brother down in Atlanta, another brother down in Atlanta, SOT Karash. Hey, Shalom there, King.
Shalom, bro.
Right? SOT Soldier Tarzayah.
Shalom.
T Shalba'al, Shalom. SOT Soldier Kaya, Shalom. Captain Yara All, out in California, Shalom there, mighty man. As
mighty
he says, Shalom, mighty man.
Shalom.
Okay. It's out there, man. Hey, I know it's Chicago. Hey, our brother gonna like this lesson right here. We expect to get a lot of feedback and interaction from Captain Yara All on this one right here. Hey, SOT Alabama in the building. SOT Josiah, Shalom.
Shalom, King.
SOT Kawa'ar, Shalom.
Shalom.
Our brother down in Birmingham, Alabama. We just spent time in Alabama last week. Had a mighty time. A Thawada for hosting us there, King. That's our brother Mello Israel. Shalom.
Shalom, bro.
All right. Captain Malachiah in the building. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, y'all pray for my brother, man. Hey, my brother been having a couple of issues, man. Lately, just physically, he all right. He ain't got no serious health issues, man. But y'all pray for him, man. The brother been kind of ailing a little bit. Okay, pray for Captain Malachiah. He get over his pain woes. SOT Soldier Yabal, Alabama.
Shalom, King.
All right, Shalom, King. SOT Zakawa, Shalom.
Shalom, bro.
All right. Bro Samak. That's my hawk right there, man. Shalom. Another ATL soldier right there. Shalom.
Yeah.
Okay. Christina Overbides. Hey, Shalom there, princess.
Shalom, sis.
SOT Warrior Micah Allah, Alabama in the building. Shalom. Sister Zakaya Lyons. I think that's our sister in Opelika right there, King.
Okay. Shalom, sis.
Shalom. SOT Soldier Mathanya. Shalom. Y'all welcome.
Shalom, King.
As we get this thing started. You got something for him there, Cap?
Nah, I just wanted to once again tell y'all thank y'all for joining the show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's enjoyable and y'all edified a little bit, As y'all see the title, y'all see what we're about to go off into. This is current events is what's going on right now. But there's as far as what we're gonna be going into, it's gonna be kind of like a twist. Because you see Issachar on the thumbnail, but then there's gonna be a little twist to it here in a minute. But
hey, that's why y'all gotta stick around, okay? That's why y'all gotta stick around. Stick around for the lesson, okay? We're gonna get into some things. Hey, Cap got a good spin, okay? He got a good spin on this thing. All right. Hey, go ahead, Gabe.
I'm about to get this the what you call it, the advertiser.
Okay, God. Our sponsor.
Yeah,
okay. Our sponsor. They've been holding us down.
That's right.
Truth of Yah. They've been holding us down for quite some time.
All right, I'm going ahead and play them real quick. Well, you got to hit it.
I got you, Ken.
It's the third one.
Oh.
Call your family, call your friends. It's time to play the game, the truth of Yah. Learning the Bible has never been more engaging. The game that's guaranteed to increase your biblical knowledge, renew minds, and save lives. Grab your Bible and don't forget your Apocrypha. Loads of fun for everyone. The Truth of Yah board game helps build up the poor in spirit, build character, gain wisdom, show what you know or find out what you didn't know. Gain confidence. Line upon line, precept upon precept, make the Truth of Yah a part of your home today. Come on, what are you waiting for? Join the fun today.
All right.
God, all praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Okay. All praises. All right, if you're just coming into the building, make sure you like. All right, share and subscribe. Okay. Hey, we're going into whose nation, Salakia, whose country is this?
Right.
Whose country is this? All right. It's a broad question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got two particular topics we're gonna talk about tonight. But whose nation is this? All right. That's the question. That's the question that I got. Whose nation is this, man?
Right.
Because we just saw, all right, the Biden administration lift what's called Title 42.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Title 42. And we're going to get into what Title 42 is. Okay. This, that, and the third. Okay. But one thing about Title 42, when you turn the news on, okay, you start seeing, the headlines, okay, read something like this. Due to the lifting of Title 42, illegal migrants, okay, illegal migrants. What the hell is a migrant? Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell is a migrant? Let's get the definition of migrant real quick. I'm gonna read it real quick. I got migrant. Okay. It says a person who moves from one place to another, especially in order to find work or better living conditions. Okay. Right. Well, there's something wrong with this right here. Okay. And there's something wrong with this. All right. Because the last time I checked, this is a byword. This is the newest byword that's being put on our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters right here.
Right.
Migrant. First, they tried to call them savages out. They tried to call the people savages. That's like the pot calling the damn kettle black.
They want to call us everything under the sun other than a child of the Most High.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So migrants, okay, people who hop from place to place, okay, in need of a doggone job, okay, or a home. All right. The last time I checked is these people, a lot of these people, and now I want to make sure I'm correct there, King. Okay, you got something to say, Cap? You got something?
Now I was gonna say, just like in that Shaka Zulu movie, they called our people the wandering Jews of Africa. In the Shaka Zulu movie, if y'all were to go to YouTube and type that in, you'll find it. They called us the wandering Jews of Africa. So now they calling Issachar wandering migrants or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now they putting that title on Issachar now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just another byword. Okay. It's just another byword like wetback and spit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't, nigga, Negro. All right. Hispanic is a byword. Okay. All of these names that they're putting on us, but this one in particular kind of doggone ruffle my feathers there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because it just don't make sense. I believe that indigenous is more appropriate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, let's play that first video real quick. The first one is the one. Okay. Let's play that first video. Akim and Aqua. Y'all just go ahead and observe. Okay, what's going on as Title 42 is lifted. Okay, the other day. All right, Title 42 is lifted. Okay. All right. We see the indigenous. Okay. A lot of the indigenous people of this land, I don't want to call them migrants.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Okay, because this is their land. That's a whole lot of folk right there.
That's like saying that's basically the owners came to reclaim what
Right,
belonged to them.
right.
See what I'm saying?
There's something going on with that. I want to
Yep.
pull up this God dog it up.
Like Captain Yarrow said, the nerve to call us illegals here in our own land. Exactly.
That's right.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
nerve. Okay. Hey, so hey, look, if you're not familiar with Title 42, what Title 42 is. Now, Title 42, okay, what it is, it was a law that was passed by the Trump administration, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it was going on, all right, during the COVID era, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What Title 42 was supposed to pose was the stopping of illegal immigrants coming into the country, all right, spreading, all right, the COVID disease.
Right.
Okay. All right. So just about every nation was doing that. They were closing their borders off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But as COVID now, comes to an end or is dwindling down, okay, now Title 42 has to be lifted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where Title 42 came from. It came from the Trump administration. Okay.
Right.
Came from the Trump administration to keep illegal immigrants out, to stop the spreading, all right, of the COVID virus and other diseases. Okay. But here's the problem. Okay. You're putting names, all right, on our people, all right, like migrant and illegal immigrant, when that doesn't make sense. Right. Okay. These are the indigenous people of this land. Mm-hmm. Okay. You kick them out of this land. Okay. Exactly. You force them out of this land. Our brothers Gad and our brothers Reuben. Okay. Force them out of this land. All right. Now, a lot of our brothers and sisters and Issachar got pushed out too. Don't get me. Right? Same people. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we are focusing primarily on Issachar. Okay. So don't let me forget about Issachar.
Another one.
All right. So they force Issachar, all right, and our doggone brothers and sisters, our Native American brothers and sisters out of this land. Okay. But you're calling them migrants now. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. Now, look, now that Title 42 is lifted. Okay. Now, all right, other laws are starting to come into play. Now, what used to happen before Title 42, all right, is so-called illegal immigrants could come over, all right, to the U.S. If they can make it past the border, they could seek asylum, okay? They could seek what you call asylum. Now, let's get the definition of asylum real quick, okay? Asylum, all right? Asylum means the protection granted by a nation to someone who has left their native country, all right, as a political refugee. Okay, I'm going to read that again. The protection granted by a nation, all right, to someone who has left their native country as a political refugee. Okay, now the second definition is an institution offering shelter and support to people who are mentally ill. Okay, all right, so look, it's just permission being granted to somebody outside of your nation to dwell in your land. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now that this is going on, all right, now that Title 42 is lifted, you got a massive amount, okay, a massive amount of our brothers and sisters from the Northern Kingdom making their way up, not only from Mexico, okay, not only from Mexico, but they're coming from South America too. Okay. You're right. Coming from South America too. Go ahead, Al.
No, I'm saying you're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay. But you gotta, hey, look, you gotta understand what's really going on here. Okay. Because the devil is the devil. Okay. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, whether you got these type of views or you got those type of views. Okay. Yeah, we got a house divided. Okay. With these political parties. But what's really going on here? We got that picture out. The cartoon.
Let me get to it.
All right. What's really going on here? Okay. Now, what's really going on here? If you watch the Fox News Network, they'll tell you how President Biden, all right, is pushing, all right, some sort of paperwork down there to the border for these people. Okay, some sort of paperwork down there, you know, on the border. Now, you got it up out?
I'm about to right now.
Okay, these devils, they have an agenda, man. Okay, these devils have an agenda. Okay, and when Cap pulls it up here, all right, we're gonna show you what I believe that agenda is. Okay, and I've been talking about this for the longest. Okay, I've been talking about this for the longest. At first, I thought it was solely predicated on cheap labor. I thought that as a teenage man. Okay, they doggone working our brothers and sisters to death. Okay,
hold on,
for cheap labor. Okay, and that's still the case. All right, in some instances. Okay, the Cap's trying to bring up this photo. Okay, y'all bear with us. Okay, as he brings this thing up. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and spill the beans. Okay. SOT Soldier Kaya said the race war is coming. You damn right.
Right.
Okay.
You ain't showing?
All right. Hold on. I ain't got is it the first one? There it is. All right. So if you look at this picture right here, it says the end of Title 42. All right. National Guard to the rescue, right? Okay. You see Southern Border. But look, it says border processing forms. Now behind it, you see voter registration forms. Okay, listen. Okay, what's going on is the Democratic Party is going to allow the influxation of, all right, our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, so that they can get the votes to keep Sleepy Joe in office.
Right.
Okay, that's what's going on here. Okay, well, we got the election coming in less than a year and a half. Okay. The election is coming in less than a year and a half. Now, I'm going to read some stuff, okay, that I took, all right, from this article. I'm going to break it up, okay? That way I ain't damn, you know, doing something I ain't supposed to be doing on here, okay?
Yeah,
all
fair
right?
use. Fair use.
That's right, fair use, okay? We're going to go ahead and play this real quick. All right, y'all bear with us. Bear with us. Where you at, baby?
You want to take the picture down?
Bear with us. No, we good. We good. As long as this is flashing, we good, King.
Come.
All right, fair use, fair use. Okay. I understand this, there, people. All right, understand this. As of April 23, municipalities in 3 states allowed people who were not citizens of their states to vote in some or all of the local elections. And these 3 states are California, Maryland, and Vermont. Okay, California, Maryland, and Vermont. All right. The author of this article goes on to say, okay, that municipalities can expand voting rights in local elections if there are no explicit state constitutional or legislative laws, as long as local jurisdictions have the power to home rule. We understand, man, that governors rule states. Okay?
That's right.
Now, the author identified 14 states to include California and Maryland as posing no clear impediments to municipalities passing their own laws when it comes to voter registration and voting. And these states are Arkansas, California, Colorado, Illinois, Maryland, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, Ohio, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Washington, and Wisconsin. Okay? So these states, okay, have zero, okay, clear impediment on they allow, all right, people, all right, who are not citizens of their state to vote in local, okay, and non-local elections.
Dang.
Right? Okay, so when you think about this, what's really going on? All right, if there's such a problem, okay, with us being overpopulated in the United States, why are you allowing let's play the next video. And we're gonna play the next video so you can see what's going on. We're gonna play the next video, and then we're gonna show Matter of fact, you got that picture, the other picture?
Let me get to the other picture real quick.
Is the next video in the queue?
The next video is the second one.
The second one? Okay. I'm gonna play that video first, and then we'll.
The people on the south side of Chicago are.
Tonight, 4 days after the border restriction known as Title 42 was lifted, officials are rapidly releasing migrants into the U.S., with Border Patrol processing facilities now over capacity. More than 21,000 migrants currently in custody in facilities meant to hold just 18,000, according to 2 DHS officials. This woman, just released in California, says, "I do it all for my family. I was able to cross. We were lucky." It comes as the Biden administration says illegal border crossings have dropped nearly in half since Title 42 was lifted.
How do you think things are going at the border, sir?
Much better than you all expected.
The president touting the drop over the weekend after the Border Patrol reported 11,000 apprehensions on Tuesday and Wednesday. That number dramatically dwindled to just over 4,000 Saturday and Sunday. The Biden administration believes their series of new stricter enforcement rules for asylum seekers is slowing the flow. But while the number of migrants crossing the border is no longer a record, it's still high. Many of the migrants are being sent to cities where they don't have the resources to handle them. The mayor of Loretto.
All right. Okay. Now, if you look at this, all right. Hey, you got the picture? You don't? Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. The numbers that Esau's calculating is over 10,000 people crossing the border a day. Okay, but the numbers that Biden is boasting about is the fact that they were cut in half. All right, cut a little bit more than half. 4,500 people crossing the border a day within the last few days.
There you go. One.
All right, it's the first one, right?
Count it one.
All right, look at this right here. All right, we're at an all-time record in the United States, okay? 1.7 million illegal border crossings, okay? This is in the past year. Last month, 221,000 so-called migrants crossed into the U.S., okay? It's the highest monthly total ever recorded. So 200,000 people. How is that possible? How is that possible? You know how many Border Patrol agents we got? I thought, hey, Trump, didn't Trump build a wall? Okay. You know, apparently that wall is like 400 miles long or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How is 220,000 people getting across the border? Because they're allowing them to come in so that they can seek asylum. All right. So they can seek asylum to get what they want to get out of them. These devils have their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They don't like you. Okay. They just want you to do what they want you to do so they can get what they want to get out of you. Okay.
Exactly. They always try to use up the children of Israel. Like that's all they do. They use us. You know what I'm saying? They never been our friends. Never meant anything good for us. You know, never meant nothing good for our betterment or anything. It's always, and that happened in every captivity. Every captivity that we go into, that nation prospers because they use us up. You know.
That's right. I want you to go to I want you to get this on your computer if you can. Go to Isaiah 14 and 17, and I want you to get it in the NIV. Okay, I want you to get it in the NIV because this devil's skirt is pulled up. Okay, this devil's skirt is getting pulled up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We starting to doggone see you for who you really are. Okay, and the scriptures talk about you plainly. Okay, you become more like Esau every day. Okay, according to the text. Read that. Give me Isaiah chapter 14 and 17. Give it to me in the NIV, King.
Okay, kind of wrong. 14, 17. NIV.
Okay, I can read it, King. It's okay. I can read it. I have it right here. It says, the man, this is Isaiah 14:17 in the NIV. It says, the man who made the world a wilderness, okay, who overthrew its cities and who would not let his captives go home. All right. That's Esau right there.
That's right.
I'm
That's
gonna read it
crazy.
again. The man who made the world a wilderness, who overthrew his cities, and who would not let his captives go home. Okay. All right. So we still over here. Okay. And we didn't receive 40 acres and a mule, right?
Mhm.
Okay. We still catching hell over here. We still got our slave oppressors' names on our backs. Okay.
Right.
The Native American brothers and sisters who got driven out of this land can't come home.
Right.
Okay. This fits you. Okay. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, King. Get Second Thessalonians chapter 2. All right, and give me verse 3. All right.
You click on the what you call it.
I'm sorry, King.
You can click on the it's that first what you call it, the screen share.
Okay, King. There you go. Now, you might have to blow it up a little bit so the people can see it.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yeah, con.
In
2
the
and
NIV or KJV?
Now read it in the KJV.
All right, hold on.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Okay.
It says, can y'all see that?
They see it up.
It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
And that what?
That man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin be revealed. Read.
The son of perdition.
The son of who?
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition. Read on.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
He opposeth everybody and exalted himself, all right, above all, all right, and calls himself God. Okay, we see this in the book of Isaiah chapter 14. Okay, we see this in the book of Revelation chapter 18. We see this in the book of Obadiah. Right? Mm-hmm. This devil is the so-called white man. This is Esau, Edom, Idumea. Mm-hmm. Okay, the so-called Greeks, the so-called Romans, the so-called fake Jew. All right, this is him. All right, he has exalted himself above all. Okay, and set himself in God's place. God. All right, and he's very crafty with his words. He's very crafty with his words, man. Very sneaky. Okay, right. I'm gonna read this in the book of Psalms chapter 35 real quick. Okay, all right. This is the book of Psalms chapter 35 and verse 20. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Okay, for they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Okay. This is the devil right here, man.
Right.
Devil just means to deceive. This is the devil. Okay. We got a serious problem going on here, man.
That's crazy. The one like what you just read, like it's like they picking on. It said they picking on those that are quiet, that are not bothering nobody. They tend to their own business, and Esau go out his way to cause trouble and wreak havoc on these people. On the children of Israel. That's how they do. That's the reason why scripture says the meek shall inherit the earth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing it but trying to live holy.
That's
right.
But
our time is coming in the end. You know, second Ezra 6 and 9. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right now they ruling, but we gonna rule over them. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done.
That's right up. But the Most High told us that he told us it was going to happen, man. He told us this in the curses. If you go into the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Okay, or is it 49? 49. If you read Deuteronomy 28 and 49, you read down to 52, it tells you how we were going to be brought down low in the presence of our enemies.
Right.
Okay, it tells you that. Okay, when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 25, it gets more explicit, okay, about us being smitten before our enemies,
God, one.
okay? But these are the curses that we're suffering as a result of us being disobedient to the most high power, okay? Now look, this thing right here, okay, this doggone, influxation, okay, I want to say homecoming of the indigenous people, all right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This homecoming of the indigenous people of this land, because that's how it should be portrayed, man.
Right.
All right. And to the people who, if we got anybody on this class right now who are not familiar with what we're talking about, they don't have a clue. Like, what are these guys talking about? Okay, right. Go to 2nd Esdras chapter 14 and verse 40. We're not going to break it down all the way, okay? But there's a reason why we speak how we speak. All right, our brothers, the so-called Native American Indians, okay, our brothers, the so-called Mexican man, who is the tribe of Issachar, okay, they came here for a purpose, all right, but they got disturbed, okay, they got deceived by the devil himself, okay,
right.
Go ahead and read 2nd Esdras chapter 14 and verse 40 real quick.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 14 and verse 40. And I took it and drank, and when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding, and wisdom grew in my breast. For my
That's 2nd Esdras 14 and 40, King?
Another one.
You sure?
2nd Esdras
14 and verse 40.
Yeah, another one.
I'm sorry, King. Hey, read 13 and 40. My bad, King. 13 and 40. Right. My bad, King. My bad.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 40.
Those
are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanaser, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
All right, so right now, all right, the context, all right, is the northern kingdom of Israel. Okay, they got driven out of their land during the time of Hosea the king, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it's getting ready to tell you something that's very explicit about these 10 tribes. Read on.
It says, and led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
All right, so wait a minute. There's a con. Okay, so these 10 tribes, okay, they were fleeing, all right, from persecution. All right, but it's talking about them going into the water and going into another land. Read that again, King.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 13 verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanaser the king of Assyria led away captive and carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Read.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Okay. All right. So here is the northern kingdom of Israel. Okay. They come together and take a counsel because these brothers and sisters had gone off, man. They were worshiping doggone idols, committing all kind of abominations, man. All right. So they doggone came together and said, look, we're going to doggone leave the heathen because they the reason why we going off. Okay. And we're going to go forth into another land. Okay. Where never mankind dwelt. Read.
It says in verse 42 that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So we got to understand these 10 tribes right here. Okay. That's being spoke about right here in 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 40 are the Native American Indians.
That's right.
Are the so-called Mexican man.
Gone.
All right. These is the northern kingdom right here coming into the America. But their purpose of coming to the America, okay, the purpose of coming to America was to keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Okay. But here come Porky. All right. Here come Elmer Fudd. All right. All right. They call them the Pilgrims.
Yeah.
All right. Here they come. All right. Extending the hand. All right. Playing the friend.
Right.
and they throw our brothers and sisters off course, okay? And now we got this big debacle that we have right now, okay, which is the result of colonization.
Kind of the one.
All right, but we're talking about, all right, they can't come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you to put laws on the indigenous people of this land? This is their land right here. You drove them out.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right.
That don't make no sense at all. Okay. That's why the scriptures told you, okay, that, hey, let's go to Deuteronomy 28, read verse 49 real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 49.
Kind of the one. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 49. It says, hold on. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
They said the Lord was going to send, okay, a nation to you from afar, as swift as the eagle flieth. Okay, we understand the eagle, all right, is a representation, all right, of all of these so-called white nations, right? Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance.
A nation of what?
Fierce countenance.
A nation of fierce countenance. Read on.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land,
right,
until thou be destroyed.
All right, so he just took over your land. He don't care about your old folks. He don't care about your children. He don't care about your women. He's heartless.
Right.
He took over your land and colonized it and called it his own. Okay. And now, doggone, years later, okay. All right. Now, years later, all right, he's calling you a migrant. Okay. He's calling you a migrant when you're the indigenous people of this land.
Right.
Okay. But but there's another problem. There's another problem going on, huh? All right, let's get to the next video.
It's that first one.
All right. Y'all pay attention there, Israel.
Mad as hell, and they ain't gonna take it no more.
Hey,
and I cannot say that I blame them. So the south side of Chicago are mad as hell, and they ain't gonna take it no more. And I cannot say that I blame them. So last week, city officials met with people in South Shore Chicago to tell them that more asylum seekers will be moved to their neighborhood. Specifically, there's an abandoned school that they want to turn into like a shelter to house what they say is like 200 to 300 immigrants that come into Chicago per day, right? But again, the black people, which is predominantly black on the south side of Chicago, says, nah, we don't want them here. In fact, some of them were saying, build the wall 2024. And just basically, they can't come here because they said, y'all want to allocate all of that money to help the south side of Chicago or going on there in the south side. So they're like, how y'all going to spend all this money to help?
You on mute, other one.
Okay, let me fair use real quick.
These folks, I people something else.
So here, all right. This lets you know that we destroyed, man.
Yeah.
Okay. This just lets you know that we're destroyed. Now look at how slick. All right. Look at how slick Esau is, man. Okay. Look at how slick Esau is. All right. Now you done doggone flooded this place out. Okay. You know, during the homecoming party, all right, with the indigenous people of this land, right? Like homecoming party, right?
Okay.
But instead of welcoming them in your neighborhood, all right, you send them to Judah, man.
Yeah.
You send them to Benjamin, man. You send them to Levi to make us more uncomfortable, man.
They saying they saying the children of Israel amongst the children of Israel. At the end of the day, go ahead, I don't want to go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say it's prophecy. Okay, it's prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Okay, give me Jeremiah 50 and 33 real quick. Okay, give me Jeremiah 50 and 33. It's prophecy.
Of course they don't want
Israel amongst the children of Israel. Read that.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
That's right. Okay, that's right. Okay,
Okay,
the children of Judah and the children of Israel, okay, were oppressed together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're supposed to be oppressed together, man.
Right.
Okay, that's prophecy.
Right.
All right, but you see the brother, Malak Yawasap. He said Judah don't want us. LOL. Okay, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you there, Malak Yawasap. Okay, the sister, she has one legitimate point. She says, how come they didn't send them to the Hispanic neighborhoods? Okay, all right. She said, how come they didn't send them to the Hispanic neighborhood? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If our people understood that we're the same people, we should be welcoming them with open arms. You understand what I'm saying? We should have that tender and delicate heart. Okay, and it should be excuse my language, it should be a big block party.
Right.
Okay, because we getting ready to doggone tell these jokers that hey, thank you there, Sleepy Joe. Thank you for letting these jokers cross the border. Because we getting ready to be more busier. Hey, Salakia, I'm letting my Ebonics creep out. We getting ready to be busier than ever. The water, 220,000 of our people cross the border.
They ain't doing nothing, but America ain't doing nothing but setting itself up for failure, because you letting all these children of Israel that up in here, you see what I'm saying? It's already put like this. The so-called white man is already at a 0 birth rate, right? The so-called blacks and so-called African Americans are at a 2-child per household average birth rate, and the so-called Hispanics are at a 3-child per household birth rate. At the end of the day, America, these crackers don't know what they're doing, man. They don't know what they're doing. They setting themselves up for failure, man. You know what I'm saying? And our people that's tripping on Issachar coming in their neighborhoods, they don't know that this is their people. They don't know that. We are oppressed people. We are oppressed people, and we want civil rights. And we want justice. We want to be treated right. But then when Issachar come in the neighborhood, we got a whole issue. You see what I'm saying? But we oppressed.
Hey, it's the same thing that was going on, okay, back when Christ was on the scene. Okay, it's the same. It's a different. It's somewhat of a different matter. Okay, because the Northern Kingdom was going off. They're still going off. Okay, but even Judah don't know who they are now. You see what I'm saying? Okay, but we oppose our brothers and sisters. Okay, all right. When you go to the book of Romans chapter 11, okay, in verse 18, it says, boast not, okay, against the branches, right? Okay, you're not supposed to be going against your brother. You're not supposed to be going against your sister. It's a different situation, okay, because a lot of the so-called Southern Kingdom knew who they were. Kind
of the one.
Okay, but Ecclesiastes chapter 3, all right, in verse 15. All right, I'm gonna get that real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 in verse 15. It's the same situation. All right, we at each other's heads, okay, when we should be doggone united. Go ahead, King. Read
this book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15.
That
which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
Right.
And God requireth that which is past.
That's right. And God required that which is past. Okay, so we're going to war with one another. Okay, we're going to war with one another, not knowing, okay, that it is our enemy, all right, that's orchestrating, all right, our demise.
Right.
Okay? All right. He's being very deceitful and trying to doggone put us against one another. All right. Our people don't even want our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters. Okay, they don't even want them there.
Right.
Hey, if you want to go, hey, let's show the people this real quick, because I know we got some people on here. Get Hosea chapter 4 real quick.
All right.
Get Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6, because we a lot of times we got the tendency to, talk over certain points, but we don't bring out the scriptures. And our Adawan Yahweh, he tells us, man, make sure you prove what you say. Okay, make sure you prove what you say. You're gonna see that in the next video that we bring out and on the SOT Alabama channel. I try to make sure I highlight our talking points, Captain Israel. Try to make sure I highlight them. Okay. Get Hosea chapter 4 and verse 16.
This book of Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people
16,
are 16. 4 and 16. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone.
Okay, Ephraim is joined unto idols. Let him alone. Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Okay, so we're being told to leave the northern kingdom alone here. Read on.
Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love give ye.
That's right. Okay. All right. So that's why the Jews, the Jews were opposed to dealing with the northern kingdom. All right. When Christ was on the scene. But Christ, his purpose was to gather the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's
right. All right. The northern kingdom weren't the only lost sheep. Okay. But a lot of the lost sheep were the northern kingdom. They didn't know who they are. They were given away to idols. It tells you that right here. Right? And that's why they're called Gentiles in a lot of context in the scriptures. Okay. This is why, you see the opposition, with the northern kingdom. Go ahead, King.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So it's letting you know that we always vex one another. We always got on each other's nerves. We couldn't stand one another. You know what I'm saying? Southern Kingdom called the Northern Kingdom Gentiles and all that. We always had a problem with each other. But this is saying that that's going to end. We won't have no more issues when it's all said and done. The Most High going to bring us back together.
That's right. And 220,000 of our brothers and sisters coming across that border sound like it's the start of it. Huh?
Right.
Okay. Hey, we getting ready to be talking to Issachar heavy, man. Okay. We getting ready to be talking to all our brothers, Manasseh. Okay. All of them.
Let me bring one more precept out of one.
Go ahead, King.
This book of Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, or called migrants, or Negroes, or African Americans, or Hispanics, or whatever. In the place where it said, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Now, just like what you just said, it looks like we all coming together, as we, seeing what's going on. But then the next verse it says, then shall the children of Israel, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
That's
so right. Yeah, all our people, these people that we seeing coming over here,
right?
We ain't gonna do nothing but end up joining hand in hand.
That's right.
Get about the land.
It's a beautiful thing,
right?
It's a beautiful thing,
right?
It's this. Hey man, Ezekiel said the same thing in Ezekiel 37. It's all prophecy. Okay. And when we go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 16, it tells you that none of the prophecies are going to fail, man.
Right.
That's why, I get disgusted with Christianity, King. I get disgusted with it, because the only way that their doctrine works is through insertion. You have to insert spiritual Israel in there. Okay. Right. You have to insert, a lot of doctrine in order for your doctrine to work. But when we read the Bible plain, and we look at the prophecies that are to come, all right, and we look at what's going on in the New Testament, it all lines up.
That's right.
Okay. That's why I always say, man, the Hebrew Israelites make a whole lot of sense. We ain't got to bend and twist.
Right.
Okay. All we got to do is doggone read that thing, explain that thing, give them the sense, like it says in the book of Nehemiah chapter 8.
See, that's like what I just told his brother today. he talking about. No, matter of fact, I had a conversation with him maybe a few days back, and I put a post on Facebook and I said basically, you know, people that oppose the Bible ain't never studied the Bible, never read the Bible, and so he got on the post talking about. He said, I have, and he started talking crazy, you know, and I'm like, brother, you obviously ain't read the Bible. He basically showed his hand today, and basically he was talking crazy, talking about how's their chosen people and all this and that. I'm like, bro, you proving that you never read the Bible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the children of Israel, we got the truth because it's plain as day in the Bible. To us now, it's plain as day. If you actually read the Bible with some understanding, it's plain as day that the children of Israel are in captivity right now, right? Because, and then all these so-called Christ showing up when Revelation said that you're going to see Christ in the sky when he comes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, basically, we see this in black and white, and it's obvious to us what's going on, but to our people that's lost, it don't make no sense to them. But we're not worried about it, you know? We got the truth, and if they want the truth, they got more than enough opportunities to get it. When Yahushua show up, hey, ain't no more talking then. Ain't no more grace period going on, or none of that stuff.
That's right.
You got the opportunity to get it together now. You know, they laughing at it was a sister said this yesterday. I seen a sister was talking to her, I was about to do some work on her house or whatever. And she asked me, she said, are you a Hebrew Israelite? And I said, yeah. And she said, y'all be wearing, she said, you be wearing them dresses and all that. What's she trying to be funny? You be wearing them dresses and all that? I said, you talking about garments? And she said, whatever y'all call it. I said, listen, we ain't wearing no dresses. I said, we might be wearing garments, you know, or whatever the case may be, but it sounds funny to you because you don't understand what's going on.
That's right.
You know, we basically going back to who we was before we came into captivity. That's all we doing. Right. Going back to our culture, you know. But hey, our people don't understand, you know, and it just is what it is, you know.
That's right, King. All right, let's get into that. Let's get into that other thing. All
right, it's that first video. The first video.
Central America's Darien Gap shows hundreds of military-aged Chinese men headed toward the U.S. Anthony Rubio's muckraker.com took that video and joins me now. Anthony, thanks for being here. Why are they coming? Are they seeking asylum?
You know why they're coming.
Why are they coming? Are they seeking asylum or?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are they seeking asylum? So we see. I don't know if it's gonna. Let's see. Is it everything? I think
that was it. Play it again.
We're gonna play it one.
Ground along Central America's Darien Gap shows hundreds of military-aged Chinese men headed toward the U.S. Anthony Rubio's muckraker.com took that video and joins me now. Anthony, thanks for being here. Why are they coming? Are they seeking asylum?
You know why they're coming.
Why are they coming? Are they seeking asylum or?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that. We'll take it off of it. But anyway, so look, check this out. So y'all see now. That's why I say it's gonna be it's like a twist to it. We see Issachar coming to the country, and they deserve to do they deserve to do so. This they land, right? But who else coming in the country? Moab, China, and we just did the show a couple weeks back talking about how America declared war on China and Russia. All right, America, boy, these folks, man. When I say these the dumbest folks on earth, man. You letting your enemies into the country. Well, matter of fact, let's go into the next video I want. It's gonna.
What you say, Ak? They letting their enemies into the God. They let their enemies into the country when they let doggone the Northern Kingdom into the country.
Right.
All right.
Right.
God. They've been underhanded.
Kind of the one.
Hey, the next one you talking about the second one? Did you pull the other one down or no?
The first one. It's the first one.
Okay, come.
Outposts, that's what they're calling them. Prosecutors are saying they do not have jurisdiction to do just that, but now they are popping up in other cities, not just in New York City, including in Houston as well.
It says they are popping up. What's popping up in all these cities? Check this out, man. This is crazy.
Fox 26 Houston reporter Natalie, he has a look at this.
The ultimate purpose of this illegal police station
was not to protect and serve, but rather silence, harass, and threaten individuals here in the United States.
It's an illegal police station. China is opening up police stations in the U.S. illegally. They letting all these Chinese folks into the U.S. and they opening up, they setting up shop, opening up police stations. Let's get some more on that.
And particularly those expressing views contrary to the Chinese government.
This week, the FBI announced the arrest of 61-year-old Lu Jianwang and 59-year-old Chen Jinping, two Chinese nationals accused of operating this nondescript facility in New York on behalf of the Chinese government. The Justice Department also charged 30.
It said on behalf of the Chinese government. The Chinese government is sending them over here, and they opening up police stations. They basically setting up shop right under the U.S.'s nose on their territory, on their land. Well, it ain't the U.S.'s land, but on their territory.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's their kingdom out.
It's their kingdom. But going back to this is really Northern Kingdom's kingdom. But
that's right.
24 officers from China's National Police Force for allegedly creating fake online personas to harass dissidents abroad. U.S. officials sending a firm message.
Today's charges send a crystal clear response to the PRC that we are on to you. We know what you're doing, and we will stop it.
FBI agents raided the building in New York last fall and later shut down the alleged covert Chinese police station. But a new report by a human rights organization called the Safeguard Defenders claimed there are at least 6 more similar operations in cities across the U.S., including Houston.
I see in our city more of the concern of Chinese and Chinese Americans about them being targeted in our country as opposed to back in China.
Gordon Kwan is an immigration attorney who frequently works with the Asian American community in Houston. Kwan was born in China but moved to...
Look, check this out. They said he's an immigration attorney that helps with the Chinese people that come over in America. So, just listen to him. It's short, but just
the U.S. when he was just 3 years old.
I'm concerned about the overall fear. It's like a yellow peril has come upon Texas at this point.
Kwan expressed concern that the anti-China rhetoric stemming from these allegations could do more harm than good, citing SB 147 in the state legislature that would ban certain foreign nationals.
So he said, it's going to do more harm than good being concerned about these Chinese folks. He basically saying, let them in. Of course he going to say that. He Chinese. These Chinese folks ain't crazy, man.
That's right,
They are not crazy. They know exactly what they doing. You see what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing but setting up America to basically destroy this mother from within, right? On top of the missiles and everything else that's gonna be coming. They about to destroy this joint, right? Hold on, let me get
Hey, while you get that, I'm gonna answer Brother Yabal's question. Brother Yabal, he says, is Isaiah 16:4 prophesying that Israelites will be hidden within Moab? Okay, when you say hidden within Moab, there, King, are you asking if they're going to dwell, all right, within Moab? Or are you saying hidden, meaning Israelites will look like Moabites? All right, because the scripture says that they're going to dwell within Moab. All right, so we're scattered into all nations of the earth, okay? And that's what Isaiah 16:4, okay, is referencing, okay? Isaiah 16:4 is referencing the fact that, we're going to be at the foot of Moab, okay? We're going to fall captive, all right, to Moab, all right? And we'll still be in his land, okay, all the days until we're saved by our King. Khan
are the one.
Okay, but good question there, King.
So I wonder why
what's wrong, King?
No, I'm just looking at the videos that's supposed to come up. But anyway, so y'all see, Moab also coming up in here. And matter of fact,
also rush hour mission.
Yeah. Real talk. You see, Moab is not crazy. Moab setting America up.
Hey, my bad. Hey, my bad there, Yabal. Hey, Yabal said he was just bringing a precept. Hey, I thought I read that thing as a question, King.
Oh,
it is prophesied. Khan, King. Hey, Khan, Yabal. My bad, brother.
Yeah, Khan are the one.
Go ahead.
All right, let's get this next video, and then I'm gonna elaborate with some precepts. Let me see this one we just took off. I think that's the one. Hold on. All right, so it's this video right here. This
now a growing number of in the search.
What's going on with this? Ooh, Esau
Hey,
cutting up.
Shalom, brother Dexter Israel. That's our brother out in Columbus, Georgia. We got to spend time with that brother. Okay, we got that brother last Shabbat. All right,
Shalom, King.
The Shabbat before last, I should say. Shabbat before last. All right, King. All right, to you and your family.
Hold on, let me take this off here because it looked like Esau trying to mess with it. Let me re-upload it.
Hey, Esau. Hey, look. Hey, Esau, you can't get away, man. Hey, we pissed you off last week, and we don't care if we piss you off again this week. Okay, you can go ahead and take us down. It doesn't matter. We're gonna keep on pushing this word in sincerity and the truth, and you ain't gonna be able to stop this thing. You take us off the air, some other brothers is gonna stand up and push this thing harder.
Right. There you go, Adawan. There you go. I re-uploaded it on her.
All right, King.
Now a growing number of in the surge of migrants illegally crossing the Mexico-U.S. border, there's now a growing number of Chinese nationals who are traveling halfway across the world, transiting through a dozen countries to make it to the border and into America. Leaving China was a decision Kevin felt he had to make to avoid what he called punishment for speaking out against corruption. He says he was.
So they talking to the Chinese folks. This Chinaman talking about he came to America. Yo, Shalom sis said he came to America to escape the Chinese government and all of them and that. But this is the thing, the Chinese government been the same Chinese government since who knows when. They don't play over there. They will put you to death for almost any reason over there. You see what I'm saying? So, but all of a sudden now, y'all want to bring yourself over here. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Let's get some more on that.
Hey, Brittany Griner, she better be glad that she doggone was playing for doggone Russia and not China.
I'm trying to tell you, Brittany Griner.
Hey, them jokers ain't playing no. Hey, they'd have just climbed up on top of each other and handled it there.
Hey, real talk. She would got lit up.
Hey, them nunchucks with them bamboo nunchucks would have been going to work.
Real talk, I'm telling you.
Jailed twice and allegedly mistreated by authorities. His family is still in China. That's why we're hiding his identity.
What was the biggest risk to staying?
I'll be going in the jail.
Now notice this. It said his family's still in China. That first video we played on the Chinese, it said a whole lot of men was coming over here. It said they showed all these men lined up coming into America. Why you see only men, Chinese men coming up in here? I'm sure there's probably women in the mix here and there, but for the most part, you see men coming over here. Right? Let's keep going.
You would go to jail.
I will be go to jail. Yeah, of course.
According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, at least 4,300 Chinese migrants have been caught crossing the southern border illegally in the past 5 months alone, more than double the total for all of last year. Kevin told us about his journey that took several weeks by plane, bus, boat, and motorcycle through treacherous jungles in the Darien Gap before ending on foot at this barren section of the border where he finally got through. And the migrants we've met, including Kevin, say they aren't paying smugglers. They're able to do it all with information, maps, and advice readily available on Chinese social media.
How much information is out there helping people make the same journey that you made?
Oh, they have a lot of information, trust me.
Step by.
So check this out. This is something else. Why they saying they escaping the Chinese government, but you telling me you got to come all the way over here to escape the Chinese government? Why they ain't go to Africa? Why they ain't go into Europe? They came all the way over here because all these Chinese men coming up in here because these are soldiers. These are spies.
That's right,
They're coming to do damage. They're not Chinese. Them Chinese folks just now wanting to come over here. They just now want to escape over here. America dumb as hell. America, they are dumb as hell.
Hey, they proud, they're very cocky. That's what it is,
Real talk.
They very cocky, man. Okay.
Step, it's all there. This is how you get to America.
Yes, of course, step by step.
Chinese social media sites are even giving tips on where to cross here in.
You hear what she just said? Chinese social media sites are giving tips on how to get into America.
California, it's considered a better bet over Arizona or Texas because of its immigration policies.
So just how much is there at the fingertips of people wanting to leave China for the U.S.?
Can you show me the sort of information that's out there online?
Hey, did you hear what she said? Did you hear what the Sheetamite said? She said that this is a better place. California is a better place to enter because of its immigration laws. We brought that out in the beginning. Of the doggone the lesson. Because of its immigration laws. Okay, but the captain is right. These immigration laws going to come back and bite these jokers in the tail. Go ahead, Al.
Absolutely.
Producer Arnie Hakela and I met with Zhang, who left his family behind in China.
Okay, this is detailing out the Mexico portion. You can see the cities are listed here. It even tells you like which buses to take and from where to where.
Zhang took us into chat groups on the Telegram app that offer information on everything, where to stay, how to get there, even how much cash they'll need to bring.
The new phenomenon is people are trying to make money from this information. So they're giving a little bits of information out at a time. And if you want more information about particular routes, or if you get further along in your journey, they're going to demand more and more money.
What kind of money are we talking about? What is this information worth?
At the U.S.-Mexico border, if you want information on where exactly is best to cross, that's going to run between $1,300 and $2,000 US. If you want a guarantee that you won't be apprehended by CBP, that's going to run you about $10,000 to $20,000.
That more Chinese are undertaking such a radical journey with no guarantees in the U.S. comes as the country is emerging from years of harsh zero-COVID rules.
Listen to how she talking. She sounds so stupid. Like, talking. Look at the title. It says Chinese migrants seek asylum at U.S. Mexico border. These people are not seeking no asylum. These people seeking your necks. You see what I'm saying? Listen to how she talking. She talking like she got pity on these people when these people is setting up police stations in the U.S. They setting up shop in the U.S. Like, these people, America got to be out their damn mind, bro. I ain't lying.
And facing a wilting economy.
I think what we're seeing now are people who are more middle class, who just feel that the opportunities are diminishing and that the political situation has just become a lot riskier. And so they are finding any method, by hook or by crook, to get out of China.
An exodus driven by the power of social media.
And NBC's Janice
And it's all on
McIntyre
social
joins us
media.
now from
Now watch
Beijing
this.
live. Janice, what's happening to these asylum seekers once they get to the United States?
What's happening to these asylum seekers, dummies, boy?
Gotti, the people selling the information on social media will guarantee for a price to have someone meet these Chinese migrants at the border. Though in a lot of cases, we were told they actually want to be picked up by CBP because that then allows them to begin their asylum process in the U.S. From there, every situation is different. Some people will start to work to pay off the debts that they have to family and friends, the money that helped get them there, while others, like Kevin, who you saw in the story, are okay for cash, and that allows time to study English and settle in a bit better. What isn't clear right now is whether this spike in the number of Chinese nationals is actually going to trend higher. China has only just reopened its borders after harsh zero-COVID rules kept the country effectively shut. And that was also a time when most Chinese passports were not being renewed. So with more Chinese nationals now able to travel, and with Title 42 expiring in May, there could be more people undertaking this journey. It's something that both Kevin and Zhang.
Yeah. At the end of the day, America is stupid. These people are dumb. They talking about these asylum seekers. It just blows my mind. But let me get off into
Hey, look at what Dexter said. Dexter Israel said Esau knows he done sold this country. He done sold out this country. He owes China $30 trillion. And that's why they flying up in this joint, man.
Doing whatever they want to do.
Hey, America is serious debt, man.
I guarantee you, China ain't finna let nobody go over there and set up shop like that. Yeah, ain't nobody going over to China and opening up no police stations and all that. You muted up, Audemars.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you. It ain't happening, man.
Nah. But it's already been prophesied. I'm gonna go into the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 2.
God can.
Daniel chapter.
I read it.
Oh, count on one. Go to verse 32.
All right, this is the book of Daniel chapter 2 and verse 32.
Count on one.
My bad, King. 2 and 32, and it reads, this image's head was of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass.
So this is talking about the image that Nebuchadnezzar had in his dream. This the statue or whatever. Keep going.
His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
So the feet is a representation of America. It said it's part of iron and part of clay.
Right.
Keep going out of one.
Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them into pieces.
Keep going.
Then was Salakia.
No, you go. Keep going.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and it became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and of the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
So that stone that smote the feet is Israel, is us, right? And it's talking about the other kingdoms that got destroyed right along with them, right? Let's go down to verse 40 out of one.
God, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 40, and it reads, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and this iron that breaketh all things shall break in pieces and bruise.
41.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of the potter's clay and of part iron.
So stop right there real quick, Audemars. So we just read 40. The 40 is talking about Rome, right? It just said it said the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. That's wrong. But then when you go into 41, start it over again, Audemars, 41.
Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, this
kingdom is of iron and clay, like it mentioned up there in 33. Keep going.
The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
Keep going.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
This clay is a representation of, matter of fact, keep reading, it's gonna say it.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
So this iron is these Edomites, because Rome, the kingdom prior to the feet, was representation of iron, which was Rome. We know that's Edomites. Then it's talking about in the feet, it's talking about iron mixed with clay. The iron is these Edomites mixed with all the rest of these nations, this melting pot that they mixing with. But it just said right here, it said in verse you just read verse 43, right? Yeah, 43. It says, but they shall not cleave one to another. At the end of the day, we're not made to come together. All nations are not made to come together. You see what I'm saying? It said they're not gonna mix together. Esau is a devil, the rest of them devils too. But devils is like they can't mix together. They said, but they should not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. Keep reading out of one.
All right. In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
That lets you know that Israel is not, the real Israelites is not in the land, because it said it's gonna break in pieces all the kingdoms, destroy all the kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? And then in verse where it was in verse I'm gonna chill on that. Let's go to Mark 3:24.
Yeah.
So you see all these Moabites coming up in America. America ain't learned this lesson yet, but they're gonna end up learning the lesson. You see all these Moabites coming up in the land after they declared war on China. That is like one that's dumb. That's dumb as I don't know what. But read that out of one.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, and verse 34.
24.
Verse 24. And it reads, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if the house be divided, Salakia. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end.
So it's telling you, it said if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. America is divided against itself. You're letting your enemies come up in. Of course, like Adawan said, yeah, the Northern Kingdom is the enemies of America as well. We all Israel is enemies of America, right? But you letting the people that you just declared war against come up in your land. Ain't that dumb? You got all these Chinese folks coming up in here. They about to destroy this joint.
That ain't too bright,
bro. I don't want to listen. I'm telling you, they about to destroy this joint. It's about to go down. I think somebody put that in the chat. He said, yeah. Oh, that was Soldier Yakaria. He said this shows this place is finished. The war is on the horizon. Exactly. The war is on the horizon. The Chinese, they just now started really coming up in America like that. Why? Because they already plotting. They plotting with Russia. See, like we mentioned in the other show, when America put sanctions on Russia, Russia then became tighter with China. You see what I'm saying? And Russia started using the yuan, you know what I'm saying, the currency yuan, the digital currency of China. So it made China and Russia tighter. And when did this war happen? You see what I'm saying, with Ukraine? Was this last year before last? So
last year.
So this is when they start getting tighter. But all of a sudden, that, like they said on the news clip, they ain't seen as many Chinese people come up in America since before the last 6 months. And the last 6 months has been thousands of them coming up in America. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know there's something to this. There's a plot against America to destroy America.
There's an agenda.
Absolutely. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2 out of 1. Habakkuk 2 and verse 6. Yeah. See, this America is a miry clay. America is the iron and miry clay. Miry clay is these nations, and these Edomites is the iron, and they're not gonna mix. You know what I'm saying? Esau's too cocky, got too much pride. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna mix. We're gonna see the end result in the end. Let's bring it out of 1.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 6, and it reads, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his."
So America, these Edomites done took this land from the Northern Kingdom, and I guess these Edomites thought this was gonna last forever.
That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah, they thought this was gonna last forever.
They thought that their houses would last forever, Con.
Right, Con out of 1. Keep going.
Con. All right. It reads, "How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and
So,
thou be
so check this out, Salakia. Check this out. It says, "Woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay." The thick clay, once again, is these heathens, is these Moabites and all the other nations. That's the thick clay. It says, "Him that ladeth himself with thick clay." He keep dealing. Esau, America, keep dealing with all these different nations. You see what I'm saying? And you bringing your enemies up in here, just basically, they so focused on the children of Israel and not letting us have and not letting us do, and so focused on keeping us down to the point they overlooking the people that's going to destroy them. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Let's go read verse 7 out of 1.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly? That's what China gonna do. China is setting up shop, man. China is setting up shop. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna suddenly rise up and it's all over with. It's a wrap. That's why it's important for you Israelites to congregate. It's important for us to come together as a people.
That's right, up.
Right? It's important because you out there being an individual life, understand when everything pop off, if you ain't got a good relationship with other Israelites, what's gonna happen to you?
Right?
When everything pop off, who you gonna run to? Let's say you can't use the phone. Let's say you ain't no electricity. Who you gonna be talking to? Who you gonna be dealing with? Because all this time you've been out there by yourself, trying to be antisocial, don't want to congregate. You ain't got time when this is a commandment. The Most High will show you in the end what would happen if you want to be disobedient when it comes to congregating. Congregating is important. We don't just say this for our health. We say it because it's in scripture. The Sabbath is supposed to be a holy convocation. These feast days are supposed to be holy convocations, meaning holy gatherings. When everything pop off, you don't want to be by yourself. You want to make sure you got a family of Israelites. Because I'm going to tell you something. The people in your own household are messing around, turn on you.
That's prophecy too, huh?
Right. The people in your own household.
What?
Right. So.
Hey, Shalom, Adawan. Shalom, Adawan. Y'all were all in the chat. Shalom.
Yo, Shalom, Adawan. So the people, what you need to be doing is, like Yahweh Shai say, the people that do the will of my Father, those are my mother and my brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure you got a good relationship with other Israelites, like-minded brothers and sisters. Because like I said, when they pop off, I know what Adawan Ma'akai at.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? I know what Yabal at. I know where Adawan y'all all at when they pop off. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But you out there by yourself, don't want to congregate, don't want to be with nobody. Understand this. When you show up and we never seen you in person, what it said?
Hey, Adawan going off. He going off.
Not uniform. But it's like this. I'm gonna tell you, because me personally, when all hell break loose, if I see you, don't know you, I know that it's a chance that you could possibly be the enemy, trying to set me up, trying to turn me into the people, anything. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna want to be bothered with you. Because you be like, hey, I'm an Israelite. How I know you're an Israelite? You know what I'm saying? I got some fringes on. Anybody can do that, bro.
That's right up.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know your works because I ain't never been around you. So I'm not finna jeopardize myself to be around you. You get what I'm saying?
God.
Because just like right now, they sending agents out left and right. There's agents coming to these camps.
That's right.
Up in our face, and we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So what you think they're gonna be doing when all hell break loose?
I mean, that's the way to destroy every organization, okay, right, that we've ever had, man, from within.
Right.
Okay. That's how they destroyed the Panthers.
Right.
That's how they destroyed SNCC. Okay. From within.
Right. See, when it really pop off, America gonna be, it's like this, you know, like when somebody's in desperation, they start acting, you know what I'm saying, doing things out of desperation. They basically, I can see America trying to use us, the Israelites, as like shields, basically. You see what I'm saying? Like gather up the Israelites. We might be losing this battle with Moab and everybody else, but we ain't finna lose to Israel. You get what I'm saying? Like they mess around, be trying to kill us just for the hell of it, right? This how the Edomites get down. You know what I'm saying? They devils. They don't care. The pride of their heart have deceived them. You get what I'm saying? But hey, at the end of the day, like I said, it's time for us to come together and get into these laws, statutes, and commandments. And that way, Yahweh Shai will be our savior. If you ain't keeping these commandments, but you wearing fringes, when you on Facebook, you got on fringes, you got on the beard. When you on Facebook, you got on the dress. But then the minute that you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors, you wearing what you want to wear.
Right.
You out there half naked. I done seen so many Israelites, you know what I'm saying, half stepping like in your face. They got on fringes, dresses, and everything else. But behind closed doors, they look like everybody else. They look like the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how people get down. But see, you ain't hiding nothing from Yahweh Shai.
Hey, that's right,
You ain't hiding from the Most High. So you can try to deceive us all you want to. You get what I'm saying? You can try to deceive us all you want to. But hey, at the end of the day, you know, I'll praise to the Most High. You know, you got something out of one?
Bring it out.
Let's get this. Let me upload this. Y'all know what time it is. Let me upload this. What you call it? Real quick. Check this out, man. Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
It is. Now what we doing? We're going into
the reprobate.
Okay, hold on for me.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Reprobate of the week.
That's right.
Time to highlight some ignorance.
What you said? It's time to do what?
Highlight some ignorance going on. Shoot, the reprobate of the week.
Let's do it.
Get the first video out of one. Yeah, the reprobate of the week. That's right.
Reprobate of the week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see who got it. Is this first video out of one?
God.
Like, because I asked you to leave because you did not pay your rent. I asked you to leave my house. I wasn't evicting you. I didn't want to even put an eviction on your record. I just asked you to leave my house and you do this. Like, because I asked you to leave my house and you wouldn't leave, talking about, Timmy, you gonna have to take me to court. You do all this though? Like, I ain't never did to you, never. I gave your ass a place to live when nobody else will give you a place to live. And you tear my up. Ain't no scam, because ain't no insurance. This gonna come out of my pocket. You gotta have insurance to pull a scam. Like, you did this shit because I asked you to pay me my money. I work hard every day. I go to work. I didn't care if you were selling drugs. I told you, long as you keep my house up and pay me my rent, I wasn't gonna put y'all. Ain't no landlord doing that shit. Because I know y'all gotta feed y'all family like I gotta feed mine. This what y'all do to people. My tenants called me and asked me for $2,000 and I give it to them. Like this, I'm not that type of mother. I work hard for the I got so I can feed my kids and leave my kids something. I go to work and take care of my kids. I don't go out. Man, I'm mad at.
All right, so as you can see, the brother said it's obviously a sister or a female, put like that. It's a female that
I wonder if it was the female that was standing right there in the door.
I don't think it was her, because he sounded like he would have went upside her head.
God, go ahead.
But obviously he gave a female a place to stay. He obviously, renting that house out and gave her a place to stay. He said when nobody else would. So maybe her credit bad. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, she probably ain't making decent income or whatever. But see, really what it sounds like to me is if you doing this, either he know this sister, like Noah, or he was trying to deal with the sister. You see what I'm saying? So this reprobate of the week, I think, is both of them, him and that girl, because we got to be circumspect. You know what I'm saying? Even when we dealing with our own people, if you know that nobody else wanted to deal with her, rent no place to her, you need to take that in consideration. Because he said he told her to get out, and now look what happened. Look what happened. When you rent the people that don't respect you, they're not gonna respect your place. You see what I'm saying? And of course, she's a reprobate. Look at this. You tearing up folks' house. That is crazy. That's foolish. Listen, if that brother was trying to deal with her, he was trying to deal with somebody that obviously, I mean, really, like he said, when nobody else wanted to rent her, because they could foresee what type of person she was. And if he was trying to deal with her, he was trying to deal with somebody that basically down here. Because if you conducting yourself like that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no respect for nobody. You obviously ain't got nothing. Because people that got something to lose don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Our people need to do better. Our people need to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Our people need to come back to these laws.
That's right.
See, they're gonna stay mad. If they're gonna stay mad and crazy, all right, until they are gonna understand they got to come back to the Most High, man.
But people don't understand the laws, statutes, and commandments teach you how to conduct yourself in almost every aspect of your life. I would say almost. It teaches you how to conduct yourself in every aspect of your life. These laws, statutes, and commandments cover every aspect of your life. So if you following, you know what I'm saying, what the laws, statutes, and commandments say, you're not gonna treat your brother's property like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this thing is simpler. Okay, it's simple to say. I'll just put it to you like that. Okay, because we in our lustful flesh, but at the same time, okay, when you look at what the laws were intended to do, right? The laws were intended to set a nation apart. Okay, order to give them reproofs of instructions during their daily lives, right? Okay, and they're supposed to set a light. Okay, they're supposed to be a light for the other nations, because the other nations are lawless nations.
Right.
They're supposed to look upon us and see our righteousness, okay? But we ain't figured that out yet, man. We try to do what they doing. And we the set apart people. It's the set apart people are joining in with the reprobates.
Right. We trying to blend in.
It don't make no sense, bro.
We trying to blend in.
This thing upside down.
I'm trying to tell you. Like we too busy trying to blend in with these folks. But like you said, we supposed to be set apart. But at the end of the day, really and truly, once you start walking upright, you're not really finna associate yourself with people that you know ain't walking upright. When you start dealing with your people, I'm talking about like-minded people that's living accordingly, then you start to really, you know what I'm saying, you stop having certain problems. You know, our people still got curses on them, even in the truth. You know, we still got curses until Yahweh Shah come. But there's certain issues that you see less of, or put it like this, the issues that you would see in the world, yes, you see a whole lot less of, you know, because you're dealing with people that's trying to walk upright. But then, like I said, you also got people that's faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? They fake the funk, and then, you know what I'm saying, they show you that they a real coon, real nigga, or whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? When you put them in a certain situation. But yeah, this is crazy. You know, I just had to, you know, show that. That's crazy though. But let's get the sponsor.
Hey, before we get the sponsor, hey, let's bring the calendar up, because we didn't doggone get on that earlier. Okay. Hey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the calendar up. So the people can see it. All right. We want you to go ahead and screenshot that thing. All right, if you can. If you need Sons of Thunder to email you our calendar, we'll do that. We're getting ready to put it up for a few seconds so brothers and sisters can screenshot it and look at our feast days, all right? And be in tune with what we got going on, all right? So you can start planning your trips, okay? We want to see you for tabernacles, all right? We want to see you for first fruits,
right?
Okay? Hold on, okay? Get this thing up here. All right. Hopefully you brothers and sisters were able to screenshot that. If you don't have that calendar, all right, at your disposal right now, okay? Hey, understand this. This Saturday, okay? This Saturday, May 19th, will be the new third month at evening, okay? At evening, all right? This Saturday, we'll be celebrating the new moon. Con?
All
right, May 19th, new moon, third month at evening. Am I saying that wrong? That Friday? That's
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. My bad. Friday.
That's
Hey,
tomorrow.
I apologize. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, let me say that right. I hope I just didn't mislead brothers and sisters. Okay, May 19th, tomorrow, Friday at evening, will be the new moon. Okay, if you're in the Atlanta area, and you want to congregate with us, come on out. But send us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. All right, we'll give you the location, all right, where you can come and fellowship with us. And this is going to be a special one, okay? It's going to be a special gathering because we're doing a joint gathering with the House of Israel.
Right.
Okay? We're doing the joint gathering with the House of Israel. Those are our brothers. Okay, so we're going to do a joint new moon service. Con?
Right.
If you'd like to come out, send us an email and we'll point you in the right direction. Con
of the one.
Okay.
So y'all got y'all opportunity to congregate. You know what I'm saying? You got your opportunity. You ain't see, you're not proving nothing to me or I don't want my Kai.
Right.
Nobody else is Sons of Thunder. You supposed to be proving yourself to Yahweh Shai.
Hey, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Prove to Yahweh Shai that you love your people and you love to keep his commandments, because a holy convocation is a commandment.
That's right.
You put on the fringes, you keep the Sabbath at home and all. Congregating is a commandment. Break one of these least commandments. Look what it say, Matthew 5. Let me read that real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all up.
While you bringing that up, okay, hey, we got the Feast of Pentecost, June 2nd. Okay, June 2nd at evening. June 2nd at evening. If you want to fellowship with the Sons of Thunder Israelites, all right, for the Feast of Pentecost, send us an email, sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. All right, June the 2nd at evening. Go ahead, Op.
I'm going to go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he should be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 20. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Your righteousness has to exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees.
Right.
You got to be on it. You can't get lackadaisy and relax and picking and choosing what laws you can't do that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It says, whosoever shall break one of these least commandments, all right, the least commandments, all right,
whatever you consider least.
That's right. Okay, and we kind of, hey, look, I know, in the Christian church we learned that we learn the 10 commandments. A lot of people like to say top 10. Okay, you know what I mean? But just like Captain Is Right just said, whatever the Most High says, the least commandments. Okay, all of them are important. All right, because all the Lord is perfect.
But see, that's letting you know they're right there. Yahweh speaking in the sense of, he's saying, I think it's like he's speaking in the sense of like, whatever you consider the least will keep your butt out the kingdom. Meaning there is no least.
That's right.
You if you think wearing fringes is the least commandment, or if you think not congregating is the least commandment, that least commandment in your mind will be the determining factor to keep you out the kingdom. So it's not there is no least commandment, basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, we're gonna keep on telling y'all and keep on teaching this word till Yahweh Shai come back.
That's right. That's right.
Lord willing.
All right, there, brothers and sisters. Okay. Hey, once again, if you want us to send you the calendar, hey, send us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. Hey, we appreciate you, brothers and sisters, for joining us tonight. Okay, for another what do you call it? Segment. All right. Yeah. I just put a new one out there. Another segment of conversation for the nation. Okay.
That's right.
Hey, hold on. We got a Esau. Hey, Esau, you can't get away.
You can't get away.
You ain't give us nothing but doggone satisfaction and gratification. All right. Last week when you took us up off the air.
You ain't stopping nothing, man.
You ain't stopping nothing.
Most High run this, not you.
That's right. Okay, we're gonna keep on bringing this word out, sincerity and truth, week in, week out.
Right.
You know, in season, out of season. Khan
are the one.
Okay, you brothers and sisters be blessed. Once again, we like to give all praises to Yahweh. Hamashiach. All right, we'd like to give a hearty shalom. All right.
Shalom.
Shalom, family.